So, hi everybody. I have Eddie Hatfield with me. He's kind of like a deal in Des Moines. Yeah, you are. And I wouldn't say celebrity. I would say institution. Because when I go on,
if you're going by longevity, yes. It's
right,
been a
you
long
go,
time.
and that's the thing. Like a lot of people come and go as there's social media and there's like just different trends. And you've kind of been in this information, media, entertainment business for a while.
The stuff that has changed I've been at the station for going on 31 years now. And the stuff that has changed, do I look there or do I look at you?
You can look there if you want.
It has changed. The stuff that's changed over 30 years as far as media. I mean, when I first started at the station, we were spinning records.
Yeah.
And we were cutting tape with razor blades to edit things. And, it was magical when we started to get the technology. First of all, when we got CDs. That was a big deal. We would record them onto tape because it was CD sound.
Right, and we never thought that CD stuff was going to last.
Yeah. And then now they're gone. We thought it was so cool when you could all of a sudden stack 4 commercials and not have to hit a button every 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And now
it's
amazing.
And it's amazing what people can produce.
Record companies just ship stuff out to you. You get it in a minute. And it's on the air, and it's
pretty
wild.
cool. So you can tell, obviously, by the references to tape and records that he really is an institution.
Records.
So before we really get started, where can people find you?
You can go to Eddie Hatfield on Facebook. You can find me at 92.5 FM, KJJY. Been there for 30 years. The Hatfield and McCoy Morning Show on the air from 5 to 10.
So this is like late for you. This is like 9 o'clock at night for him.
Yeah, you know what? What time is it right now? What time is it?
12:15.
I'm about 10 minutes away from nap time.
Yeah, there you go. So we're going to get through this with them. So I am taking a page from the Curry cookbook, and I've decided I'm going to do this every Thursday. So I'm going to ask people to come over and cook with them. And the whole idea is that curry is
Am I your inaugural show?
You're my second one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're my second. Because I kind of had to figure this out. And so there's 60 recipes in here. I cooked all of them. I took all of the pictures. And so I'm going to find it right now. But Pop of Curry Salsa. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. Can you see that? Isn't that gorgeous? It's going to be even more gorgeous in just a second. But the idea is, I am an American woman. I grew up in Minnesota. If you close your eyes, I look like I'm blonde and blue-eyed. I mean, you really can't hear the Indian in me, can you?
No.
And Americans take the foods that are considered traditional, and we are all immigrants. And we take whatever that family recipe is, and we kind of stick it into the lasagna or the broccoli salad, or in Minnesota we call it hot dish.
Yep.
So,
yep.
And so this is like kind of
I've bought a hot dish at an auction in Minnesota.
You
before.
did? Oh
yes,
yeah.
I did.
So
yes,
hot dish and bars.
They auction food. That's what it was.
Yeah. They're and bars that are really brownies or like whatever. They say bring a hot dish, a salad, or some bars. So anyway, this whole thing is really taking everyday dishes and just adding something to them. So it's not overpowering curry. For those of you who love curry, that's great. There's a few of those recipes in there, and it's also not hot because that everybody thinks you like the spice.
I love the spice. Bring on the spice, but for some reason, curry and other ethnic spices, I think they're going to be super duper hot.
And they don't have to be. That is really just chili. That is all that is.
Wow.
And curry powder is really just a blend of a bunch of different spices like coriander, cumin. And here's the thing that you need to know: they're cancer fighting.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's really good for you antioxidant wise.
Yeah. And they add flavor without adding fat and sugar and salt, which we're having a problem with in the United States because we're addictive people and we cannot control ourselves. We have Lynn saying hi and Zach.
Hi, Lynn.
So just want you to, I'll keep an eye on this. All right, so
Lynn, I'll have Mary call you about that storage space that you asked about this morning.
That's what I love about social media. We can get work done. And so if you have any questions, hi, Christine, we're going to just start going. And I also am, while we're doing this, I'm going to talk to you about, because you kind of lost a little weight.
57 pounds.
57 pounds.
Since last January, I think it was the 5th.
That's like half of a 13-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
That's really amazing.
I carried a 40-pound bag of rock salt down the stairs the other day and realized that
you had been carrying that.
It's 17 pounds more than that even. And it was just like,
that's amazing.
I could feel it in my knees.
Can we do like a round of applause on the live? Like just type in clap, 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 would you, if you're proud? Because I think it's so cool. And also, just so you know, this is very healthy and has all kinds of really yummy ingredients.
Stuff,
And it smells really good in here, doesn't it? Like
you know what the funny thing is? I don't have a sense of smell.
Oh, dang it.
I have never been able to
smell.
smell.
Well, that would be good for
That's
Indians.
Eddie Hatfield trivia right there. I don't have a sense of smell.
Well, and curry stinks. So he's like perfect for curry right now. Okay, so I'm going to put him to work. And what I'd like you to do, I'm just going to show the... what we're doing just for a second. If you can just look and see. Do I have it there? Let's see.
Down a little bit more.
Okay. Good?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay, so we've got some ingredients here that he is going to start chopping. So why don't you go ahead and just start with
cutting this up.
Yeah, start with the tomato. And you have an example here. Oh, I don't know.
I didn't bring my own knife. I had to bring my own knife. I didn't know this.
You have some choices. Do you want just like a small knife?
Sure.
Okay.
And this could be, this is one of those super sharp knives.
Yeah, it's like one of those things that you buy.
This?
Yeah, go ahead. And I gave you examples over here. And I'm going to show you what he can see. So just so you have the kind of, what the measurements are, we have olive oil and balsamic vinegar. And then we have some tomatoes. We'll squeeze some lemon juice in there. There's ginger, which is a little different for salsa. And then we have some garlic, which I'm cheating. I'm not doing cloves. I'm actually doing, I know you just must be so disappointed, but the garlic I got in a jar. And then we have pineapple, onion, cilantro, and like a little tiny bit of curry blend. So that is what, hi Nana, hi Joanne. Yes, you have some clapping too, and Wendy. So we have some fun people here. And so he's gonna, I'm like, seriously, and don't make it perfect, right?
Worry.
Okay, and don't cut your finger.
I'm doing
Is
my
anyone
best.
afraid? Is anyone afraid of that? So you just have to do the other tomato.
And just do that.
Yeah.
Oh, you do the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm putting you to work, and I will help you. I promise, I'll help you. So,
on Martha Stewart, they have all these in cups already.
I know, and I wanted to show, I wanted it to be like kind of the real deal in the sense that I wanted people to see how easy it is, because it's not like, it's just not complicated. Okay, I got you there, I think. Okay, so you're back on, just so you know, so if you start grimacing or whatever.
Huh?
Yeah. So I am also doing something here, and I need to get my own knife. But the way that this pop of curry thing works is you don't put the curry directly into the mix, because then it'll like, I'm not going to say contaminate, but it'll like touch everything. And curry is really powerful.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is I'm cutting up all this pineapple, and I really don't care. I'm not one of those people that cuts everything perfectly, and I'm married to...
This is one of the, because this is one of the worst cut tomatoes I've ever
Just like
seen.
hammer it out. That's awesome. Because my husband is a retired military guy who does everything like perfectly.
What does he do now?
He substitute teaches and coaches and loves kids. So I have a little right here, you can see. I have the red spice there. Whoops, I just put some of the ginger in it.
Don't contaminate
I know, I did. I totally contaminated it a little. I might have to start over.
And you warned us about that.
Yeah, but isn't that how it is? We're always talking to ourselves. And so I'm putting the, it's like, so in the, this is kind of cool. So in the book, there is recipes that my mom created. The spice blends are from my mom. My mom grew up in India.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she didn't have she had her first pair of shoes, like real shoes, when she was like 15. And they're very successful today. And they're in love and have been married forever. But they met each other when they did not have any wealth except for their intelligence and their ability to love.
Wow.
And which is really cool to come from that. And so she was the one who gave me the spice blends. And so, but you can just get curry powder. Like, I really, honestly, I feel like fall in love with it first. And then you can get serious about, making your, like if you love A1 sauce, just use it. And then if you want, you can make your own.
Right. Right.
So anyway, you can smell it, right? It's pretty.
I can't smell it.
Oh, dang it. I keep forgetting that.
My mom still says, smell this, honey.
Gosh, and she can't keep up with the program. So I don't
Happy
know.
Mother's Day to all moms out there.
Oh, right, right. Oh, I love my mom. So right now, you should be able to see this. It's kind of reddish. We're using the fish curry blend in the book. Okay. And then I'm sticking this in the oven, and you have to keep chopping.
Well, okay, just do
now you can dump those tomatoes into that bowl, that fun green bowl, and then you can start working on the peppers. And I'm going to come behind you and start cutting as well.
Okay.
So I'm throwing this in the oven, and you basically put in the oven for about 10 minutes, which will be about the time it'll take for us to hammer all this up.
So do your parents live here in Iowa, or they live in Minnesota still?
They split time between Minnesota and Florida, and it's so funny that my parents would go to a place that is so cold, like the opposite of India. No kidding. But that's where I grew up. Hi, Christy and Stetson and Sweena. So Sweena is my cousin who is about to have a baby, and she lives in Dallas, but she knows my parents really well. And
wait a minute, is this going nationwide? Are we going nationwide with this?
Oh yeah, we are. Welcome to my kitchen. So
it's a nice kitchen.
So question to anyone: what do you put in your salsa? So I'm putting onions in here, red peppers, yellow peppers. I think the best thing about salsa is that it's so bright. I mean, it's like a happy.
Fresh.
Yeah,
it looks fresh.
Right. It looks fresh, and it's, like it's one of those things where you're really not cooking out any of the ingredients. But I'm just curious if anyone likes salsa. And as we cook, if you can multitask, I really am afraid you're going to cut yourself. And I know
because I'm left-handed, though.
Is that what it is?
It's what's making you crazy because I'm left-handed.
Is anyone else afraid?
It is, though. But and when I worked at a meat packing plant years and years ago.
Yeah.
And I couldn't step up into the meat cutter's line because there was nobody there to teach a left-handed person how to cut the meat.
Oh, that's so scary.
Yeah. So I was stuck washing tails and hanging hides. Not kidding.
Wow, there are so many stories. There's so many. So tell us about just how did you lose 57 pounds?
57 pounds came off from the help of first of all, eating right and doing a little bit of exercise. Not much exercise. I'm not much of an exercise person. Eating right and drinking a lot of water, basically. And a great weight loss program that's called Physique that is from LifeVantage, a company that my wife Gail and I have been with for 7 years.
Yeah.
And it's all natural. It's herbal. It's not a giant company. But it's all science backed and good for you stuff.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love the business and I love the products and I'm in a very happy place.
That's awesome. It looks like your community is super happy for you too.
Yeah, everything's going very well right now.
It's so interesting. Like, when you have this, you have a job, and then you have this other thing, which is a passion for getting healthy. Mm-hmm. And how strange that can be, because people can ask you, so what are you doing now? And be like, quit your job, or, they kind of want to know.
Well, and it's funny because I won't quit my job. I love what I do, and I think that that's a lot of fun. But I don't know if people know this or not, but radio does not make you $1 million a year.
I think people think it probably does.
People think you drive a Porsche.
Does anyone think that?
And live in Glen Oaks.
Yeah.
So I needed a supplement to the income, and Gail brought this to me, and
go ahead and toss it in there.
It's a wonderful way of doing business. I love it, and
awesome.
I like the fact of helping people because I just talk to people who don't feel good or who are overweight or have aches and pains or need more energy. They just can't function anymore. And I just kind of talk to them and see what they need, and if we have something that can help them, then great. And we do.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And so, oh my gosh, my computer. Here, if you want to wash your hands.
Okay.
My computer is telling me that it wants to go to sleep. So just 1 second. Here's a moment. Here's a live moment. That's ha ha ha. So Curry Up, I am doing an event, which is part of how this whole live cooking thing started for me. And I'm doing an event on Monday, and it's my official book launch. So I've had this book out for a little while, but I haven't like done any. I haven't like put it out there.
Uh-huh.
And so it's on March. It's on May 15th at Wine Styles in Johnston from 5 to 7.
That's
and
right up here by the theaters, right?
Yeah, by Winsong Theater.
Right.
And I'm cooking 5 things, and I'm actually doing it with a client who I helped her publish her own book, so she has food as well. So you come, and Wine Styles is pairing beer and wine with the foods, because when you don't know anything about the food, you kind of wonder, like, is it a Merlot or is it a and they have beers there, so there's a couple different things.
Cool.
And obviously water and pop. So if you want to know, I just want to tell you. So this thing, which kind of looks messy, it's cilantro paste.
Oh.
So I can squeeze 2 tablespoons in there, and it does taste really fresh. And in the Midwest, we don't always have access to the freshest of vegetables. Like, they have to be coming from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So in the winter, I tend to use paste because it's pretty potent. And I would totally have you smell it,
but
I can't. You can't.
She remembered at least.
So yeah. So here I want to show you kind of what we got going.
So where is the book online only, or to buy, or how do you get it?
I have boxes of books.
Okay. Just contact Liz.
You know, this is sort of my thing. Every Thursday I'll invite someone over and they will buy the book and get something to eat. So I at least sell one book
and take
week,
a box
right?
home. And
because I'm cooking it with you, and why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm just so delightful.
Right.
Right? I mean, come on. Does anyone have any questions? Hi, Kirk. We have people coming in and out.
Yep,
if you have questions, I want to know. And if you want to be snarky or whatever, I love it. I love all of it.
Are we getting snark?
No. I don't get a lot of snark.
Don't you?
No, people are pretty nice. And you know, the thing is snark, like, I do like to argue. You just ask my husband.
Yeah.
So, so the last couple things that we need to put in are balsamic vinegar. And honestly, I would give you some advice. Don't skimp on the liquids, because you have these beautiful things and then you pour crap over it. Mm-hmm. And so it's 3 tablespoons, which I'm just going to eyeball it because who cares? And here's the other great thing about curry. You really can't mess it up. You cannot mess it up. You just created a new recipe when you do it. Okay. So that's kind of nice.
Yep.
I just keep wanting to tell you, it's like really getting smelly in here, and he can't smell this.
Smelly, is it? You got your lid on.
Oh, you know what would be so great though, because I work out a lot. So I could be like really, BO, and you would not know.
No, and Gail can, she can pass gas whenever she wants. And
well, I'm lactose intolerant. I
don't even have to blame the dog.
I might just I would start drinking milk again. I really would. Okay, so I put balsamic vinegar. There's 3 tablespoons of that. 1 teaspoon of olive oil. So this is a low-fat thing, too. It's a little olive oil for the creaminess, but not bad. And then, just some lemon juice, and I just squeeze as hard as I can. And I wanted you to just taste it without the pineapple in it, so you could just see, like, if somebody wanted to they just didn't like the saltiness. And there's some...
Oh, we have chips.
And look it's in this like tulip thing.
It's nice.
Tulip?
Happy spring.
Tulip? Yeah, happy spring. I'm really trying to go for it. So,
so I'm trying this now, right?
Yeah, I think you should. I haven't put the salt and pepper in, but I just want you to see, before anything really gets covered up, what do you think? Do you like it? Mm-hmm. So it's not bad, even just without all of the things that I'm going to do, which I have to tell you a funny story. So, my husband and I, we were married before we were together, and we've been together 17 years. And I think he's had this since college. And I have several other like salt shakers, and we don't use them. We use this ugly thing. Mm-hmm. Do you have anything like that in your life that you can't get rid of, and it's ugly, and you shouldn't use it anymore? Or do you think they're really cute, like my husband's? So you don't really know.
I like that, and especially since if it was mine from college, you know how many shots of tequila would have been done with that shaker? And you just you can't get rid of it.
It's really clean. Mm-hmm. It's really clean. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I am going to. So let me ask you: would you eat this pineapple in your salsa? Do you like sweet in your salsa? Nobody's talking to me. I want to know what you.
I saw with mango the other day. It's good.
Oh, mango would be another one, and mango is really. It could, because where I'm from in India, it's tropical. And so coconut and mango, and have you ever had jackfruit?
No.
And it's not a joke. It's really called jackfruit.
Yes, I've heard of it though.
Yeah, so I think Americans should
try. Have you ever had durian by any chance?
No. What is that?
Apparently it is a fruit that it's a giant thing and apparently it tastes good.
Really?
But it smells so bad that hotels don't even allow it to be brought in.
It's called durian. Does anyone know what that is?
Durian fruit.
Hi, Sherry.
But
Oh, interesting. So, ideally, you would cool this down, but I'm actually just going to throw it in, and then I'll put it in the fridge.
oh,
That
it's
way.
cooked.
Yeah, well, to get the curry to really go in,
Oh, okay.
I did that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of it in, just because I want to. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am.
Does this look fantastic?
Yeah, it really does.
And I usually put half in, and then I stir it up, and then I see if I really.
And I guess I could have acted along and said, "Oh, it smells great."
I know we know that now, though. So first of all, it's totally gorgeous
It is.
and easy because you can see I've done this. And how long have we been on? Not very long. Okay, you got one more try. One more try. I mean, you can have more if you want, but I'm curious. Make sure you get a little pineapple in there. You got some.
Yep.
You got some. I'm gonna do the same. We're closing this baby down here. Whoops, I just broke one.
Wow, it completely changes it.
It does completely change it.
Mhm.
That's why I wanted you to try it before. It just adds
Wow.
there's no way that I can explain it except for that it deepens the flavor. So like if what he had first, which was minus the pineapple, is very light. And it's like kind of in the upper, and like if you thought about it in your nose, it's kind of like up here. And then that curry with the sweetness grounds it, and it feels more
It's
substantial.
delicious. That is delicious. I'm going to have another one.
Who wants to try it?
Yeah.
Because this is one of the things that I'm going to be bringing. Yeah, beautiful. So healthy,
It's good.
even in terms of fat, because olive oil can add a lot of calories to your diet, even though it's good. It is just all real food, and it really feels like it has a richness and flavor. And if you put it on like a toasted,
Wow. That's
like
really
a
good.
bagel chip or a really hearty toasted bread.
And it keeps giving flavor.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's
That's
delicious.
the thing
It
about
is
curry, you
delicious.
can't get away from it.
Okay, wine styles. When is it? 15th?
On Monday,
Monday. What time?
5 to 7,
5 to 7.
open house.
How much does it cost to get in?
Nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is
So-
there? Can we buy the book there?
You can buy the book there.
Can we
It's
buy
right-
10 books there?
You totally could buy 10 books there. I might even give you a deal.
Makes a great Mother's Day gift. Well, it's after Mother's Day.
But
though.
if you wanted, I do have a box of books. If you wanted one for your mom, I would totally make that work for you.
Right on.
Yeah, I would rather just come to the book launch without any books. Everyone just bought them.
They're
So
all gone.
here, you have to cheers me with your water.
Cheers.
Here's to you, Eddie Hatfield. Thank you for
Here's to
coming
you,
over.
Lindsay. Nice to meet you.
Yes, and pop of curry salsa. Curry Up. Go to Lizzie.com if you want to know more about it, or curryupcookbook.com. And thank you so much for watching. I will be back with someone else, and maybe Eddie too, because I'm just going to say
I want to come back again. I like this.
noon on Thursdays. Stop by.
I'm
If you
available.
want to stop by, we'll be cooking something
I'll
for sure.
sample.